KC, Monday, surgery on the medial meniscus. He is out for the season, which we expected. I don't think the Bulls or Derrick Rose want to mess around with any possible return dates like they did last season. But on the heels of what Rose just went through and missing that season, is this surgery and this setback potentially a bigger blow for the franchise than the previous surgery?
Well, I don't think there's any question about that, Vince. I mean, a torn meniscus is not a torn ACL medically, but mentally placing a second rehabilitation process on top of the one he just endured, I think, is devastating for Derrick. And for the franchise, it really, without over-dramatizing this, it closes this championship window. This team, as currently constructed, will not be back next season, and it was kept intact for this season based on the return of Rose. So to lose him just 11 games into this long-awaited comeback from left ACL surgery is really just a crippling blow, not only for the Bulls, but for Derrick Rose.
Casey, delve into that just a little bit more. Are you saying that now this is cover for the Bulls to do what many have thought they would do, and we talked about this in our first show, and that is disrupt this team as we know it? Does that mean Deng, Boozer, others? Who?
Right. Well, whether it happens in season this season, which I would probably bet against, or next summer, they're going to make major decisions on those players you just mentioned. Luol Deng has already gone on record as saying he will explore unrestricted free agency next summer. Carlos Boozer has long been rumored to be an amnesty candidate for next summer. In regards of Derrick, being out for the rest of the season, now you're going to have to make those decisions and change this roster next season. You've got an overseas prospect in Nikola Mirotic, who they probably will try to bring over next summer. So whatever team Rose returns to, it will be a different look Bulls team than the one they have currently.
Casey, we spent so much time last season talking about Derrick Rose and how he recovered, emotionally and mentally from the first surgery. But this one, to have it so quickly after the first, and then to have to wake up every day in a city that was rising and falling every day with you, the previous season, how does he repair his psyche after this latest surgery?
Well, remarkably, Sekou, from people I've talked to, I haven't talked to Derrick personally, but from people that I've talked to that are close to him, he's been the most upbeat guy in the room. This guy, I mean, I know our job as journalists and reporters is to remain objective, but I think anybody who has spent significant time around this kid knows he's a pretty special guy. He stands for the right things. And that's why this is a blow beyond what it means to the Bulls. It's a blow to the NBA as a whole from my perspective. And Clippers coach Doc Rivers said as much yesterday in the Sunday afternoon matinee that I was at. This guy, like a lot of these young stars, like the Durants, stands for the right things. And he's the one trying to cheer up his teammates. That's what kind of quiet leader this guy is. So I think mentally he has the capacity to get past this, but it certainly is going to try every ounce of that mental fortitude that he has.